Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing good. Be at home, be safe, don't go outside unnecessary, don't touch anything unnecessary, maintain all the protocol for the COVID-19. Okay, so today we'll start the second chapter of our science, that is microorganisms, friend and foe, and this will be our first part. Okay, so what we'll learn in this chapter, we will learn about the microorganisms. What are the microorganisms, what are their uses, okay, and what are and how they can be harm for us. Then we'll learn about the food preservation, how we can preserve the food. Then we will learn about the nitrogen cycle as well. Okay, so this three main part we will learn. So see, what you might have seen that during rainy season moist bread gets spoiled and its surface gets covered with the grayish white patches. So now rainy season is going on and you have noticed that whenever you left some bread और आपका morning का bread है और आप छोड़ दो ऐसे कहीं, and in the next morning what you will see a grayish white patches over there. bread के ऊपर ना grayish white color के patches आ जाते हैं. ठीक है, if you observe these patches under magnifying glass, if you have magnifying glass and if you observe it, you will see some tiny black rounded structure. What you will see, some tiny black rounded structure. Okay, and what are these structure and where does this come from? These are microorganisms which we cannot see with our open eyes, right? So we cannot see with our open eyes, and these are called the microorganisms. We need microscope to observe this all. Okay, हमें माइक्रोस्कोप की ज़रूरत होगी इसे देखने के लिए और इसके बारे में पढ़ने के लिए. So in this chapter we will learn about the various microorganisms, their advantages and disadvantages too. Okay, so let's start with the microorganisms. So we have three activities. What you need to do in activity 2.1, that collect some soil from a field, put into a beaker and add some water and mix well. Okay, so what you need to do, just go to a field, collect some soil and put it into a beaker. If you don't have beaker, no worry, you have glass, है ना, आपके घर में ग्लास होता है जिसमें वाटर लेते हो, उसमें रख दो, and add some water in it and mix it. Okay, and let it be settle down for a minute and observe a drop of water under a microscope. And what you need to do, take a drop from that water and observe it under microscope. What you will observe 100 of 1,000 of little microorganisms, germs are there. Okay, and next activity, what you need to do, take a drop of pond water and look at it. Now you can collect some some water from the pond and you can observe this under microscope as well. Here also you will see a number of germs, that is the microorganisms. Now number 3, scrape a tooth with a toothpick and observe the scrapping under a microscope. So you need to do the वो टूथपिक होता है ना, उसे अपने टूथ के जस्ट लोअर लाइन को स्क्रैप करना, उसके बाद उसे स्लाइड, जो ग्लास स्लाइड होता है उस पर हम उसे लगा के देन वी कैन ऑब्जर्व इट अंडर माइक्रोस्कोप. एंड देयर ऑल्सो यू विल सी सम रॉड लाइक ऑर्गेनिजम्स. ओके, यू विल सी सम ऑर्गेनिजम्स विच शेप विल बी रॉड लाइक. ठीक है, जिसका शेप जो है ना रॉड की तरह होता है, दैट इज बैक्टीरिया. ओके, विच इज प्रेजेंट अंडर इन आवर माउथ. ओके, so these activities show that water and soil are full of tiny organisms. Okay, water and soil, they have tiny organisms and they are the germs and microorganisms. So however, there are large number of organisms inside our body. You know, in our body there are large number of organisms are there, and these organisms are so small in size that we cannot see with our naked eyes. है ना, हम अपने नेकेड आई से उसको देख ही नहीं सकते बिकॉज इतने छोटे होते. हमारे हाथ में भी इफ यू गो टू अ डॉक्टर, इफ यू से दैट प्लीज़ शो माय हैंड अंडर द माइक्रोस्कोप, यू विल बी शॉक्ड. आपके हाथों में इतने सारे जर्म्स और माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स दिखाई देंगे. ठीक है, so that is why they are called the microorganisms. Why? Because these are so tiny, these are micro, इतना छोटा होता है ना, which we can't see with our open eyes. Okay, and the study of microorganisms, the people who study for the study of microorganisms are known as the microbiology, and the scientists who studied microorganisms are called the microbiologist. Okay, so microbiology means the study of microorganisms is microbiology, and the people who study microbiology or microorganisms are known as the microbiologist. Okay, now see the type of microorganisms. How many types of microorganisms are there? So microorganisms mainly divided into 5 major groups. The first is bacteria, then fungi, protozoa, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, virus. Okay, last is virus. So 5 is bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae and virus. So first we'll learn about the bacteria. Okay, now we will see about the bacteria. So bacteria, what are the bacteria? So we all the time we heard about this word bacteria, and bacteria are good as well as it's bad. Okay, so they are single cell organisms. What do you mean by single cell? Single cell means which are made up only one cell. Okay, I have already discussed about this in the class that all the living beings are made up of cell. Some are made up of single cell, one cell, and some are made up of more than one cell, that is multicellular. Okay, जो बहुत सारे सेल से बने होते हैं, that is multicellular. So multicellular means they have all the systems in there, and unicellular means who have only few systems in there, right, in their body. So we can't see single cell organisms with our open eyes, but yes, we can see it under the microscope, and there is one single cell organisms which we can see with our open eyes is egg. Okay, egg is an organism, single cell organisms which we can see with our open eyes. Okay, now bacteria you can almost find everywhere. You can found everywhere. Nearly 250 crore bacteria are present in 1 gram of garden soil. If you go to a garden and if you will take 1 gram of garden soil and observe it under microscope, then what you will observe, what you will notice, that there is 250 crore, more than 250 crore or nearly 250 crore bacteria are there. So bacteria are found in 3 different shapes, that is the rod shape, bacilli, that is here you can see it. The next is spherical, that is coli, this one. Okay, and the third one is spiral bacteria, that is spirilla. Okay, these are the shape of this bacteria. Okay, now see fungi. So fungi are like plant. Okay, these are the plant like organisms that do not contain the chlorophyll, means they don't have chlorophyll, means they will not be of green color, because if a plant has chlorophyll, they will work the process of, or they will go for the process of photosynthesis, and their leaf or the branches will be of, their leaf will be of green color, right? So they don't have chlorophyll, that's why they are of white color or off white color. So they may be unicellular or multicellular. Okay, so the fungi, they may be of unicellular or multicellular, means they may be of one cell of single cell organisms, or multicellular organisms, means more than 2 or 3 cells. Fungi grow best in dark, warm and moist places. So now rainy season is going on, and you can see you will go to the very moist places. You will see the mushroom over there, right? Agaricus, that is mushroom over there, and it grow best in the dark, warm and moist places. जहाँ भीजा होता है ना वहाँ पे, right? Penicillium yeast, agaricus and rhizopus are the most example of the fungi. Okay, see here. Again it's okay, leave. Penicillium yeast and agaricus, that is mushroom, and rhizopus, that is bread mold. Okay, bread के ऊपर जो bread हम जब रख देते हैं ना, उससे हम जब उसके ऊपर green patches आ जाते हैं, that is the bread mold, which is known as the rhizopus. Okay, now come to the protozoa. So these are unicellular organisms. Protozoa are unicellular organisms, means these are made up of only one cell, and they can move, capture and eat food, right? So protozoa can move, capture and they can eat the food. Okay, protozoa live in water. They can live in water and some in the soil. Okay, and some are parasite, that is they live on the bodies of other organisms, right? Have you heard about the disease malaria? Right, malaria disease is caused by the germs protozoa only, right? जो organisms उसके लिए responsible है ना, that is protozoa, and that carries by mosquito. Mosquito जो है ना protozoa को carry करता है. So protozoa we can found it in soil, water and sometimes on parasites, right? Parasites means जिसमें रह के they use their bodies. Okay, amoeba, Giardia, Paramecium and Trypanosoma are some example of protozoa. Okay, see here, amoeba, giardia, paramecium and trypanosoma are the some example of, these are the example of protozoa. Okay, now see algae. So what are algae? These are the plant like organisms. Algae are the plant like organisms. They look like plant because they have chlorophyll. Okay, they have chlorophyll, that is the main reason. That is why they look like plant, means they are of green color. They make their own food through photosynthesis. Because how they can make their own food through photosynthesis? Because they have the pigment called chlorophyll. Okay, they have no roots, stems or leaf. Algae can be unicellular or multicellular, right? They don't have roots, they don't have leaves or stems, and this can be unicellular and multicellular both. They live in water and grow in moist soil. So where they live in water and grow in moist soil. Bark of the tree, ट्री के जो छाल होते हैं ना उस पे आते हैं, एंड सर्फेस ऑफ रॉक्स. तो बारिश के दिनों में ना हैव एक्सपीरियंस द स्लिपरी सर्फेस जो होता है, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द एल्गी ओनली, राइट? So what are the name of the algae? The name of the algae are Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas, Fucus and Laminaria. Okay, now see the viruses. So viruses are microscopic. These are microscopic means these are the smallest microorganisms. ठीक है, microorganisms जो होते हैं ना, they are the smaller, we can't see with our open eyes, but bacteria, but the virus are the smallest amongst them. ठीक है, वो उनमें से भी सबसे छोटे होते हैं. So they can reproduce only inside the cell of host organisms. So I have already told about this in the class that viruses are non-living when they are in the air. जब वो एयर में होते हैं वो नॉन लिविंग होते हैं, बट एज सुन एज दे गेट द होस्ट, जैसे ही उनको होस्ट मिल जाता है, मीन्स इफ अ वायरस इन द एयर इट इज़ अ डेड, बट एज सुन एज वो मेरे बॉडी के अंदर आ गया इट विल बी अलाइव, वो जिंदा हो जाता है, एंड इट कैन रिप्रोड्यूस व्हेन इट गेट द host organisms. Okay, why? Because as they lack cellular body, they don't have the cellular body, or they have very less cellular body. They use the energy of the host cell for their purpose. So they don't have cellular body means they don't have the respiration when they are outside, means if they come into the contact with a host person, host organisms, तो क्या होता है? They use their body for the purpose of energy. Okay, for the purpose of energy, and after the formation of thousands of virus, the hosts they often die. So thousands of they produce very rapidly, बहुत जल्दी reproduce करते ये है ना, बहुत जल्दी multiply. I told you ना, cells they just multiply very fast. So they multiply and then they produce thousands of viruses within some time, and then the host जिसके अंदर वो होते हैं ना, the person may die. कोरोना वायरस is a virus, right? और वो जब हमारे अंदर आ जाता है they just increase like anything in our body, और फिर कभी कभी अगर उसको टाइम पे ठीक ना किया जाए तो जो होस्ट होते हैं, यानी जो पर्सन होता है, वो मर भी सकता है, राइट? वो मर भी जाता है. नाउ okay, now see where do microorganisms live. So where they live, the first is, so microorganisms can survive under all type of environmental ranging from ice cold to the hot from the ice cold to the hot climate. Okay, so ये ना बहुत ही like it can be survive in any, from the very high ice cold to the very high hot spring to the desert of marshy areas. Okay, they can even found inside the bodies of animal including humans, right? वो humans के अंदर और animals के अंदर भी होते हैं. Some of these microorganisms grow on the other organisms while other exist freely. कभी कभी क्या होता है, some we can found in the other organisms body and some are just in the freely, means कुछ जो होते हैं ना वो एयर में ऐसे घूमते रहते हैं, कुछ हमें दूसरे organisms के बॉडी में मिलेंगे. ओके, so some microorganisms live alone and some live in colonies, means कुछ अकेले रहते हैं and some are in the group. Okay, so there is a question, brain teaser, that which of these closer to plants, algae or fungi? So you need to answer. It's a very easy. Which is closer to plants? Which have the chlorophyll, right? जिसमें chlorophyll होगा. Now you need to think which has the chlorophyll and which is closer to the plant, right? Now see. So now we will learn about the useful of microorganisms. How microorganisms are useful for us. Okay, so microorganisms are useful to us in the following ways. The first is, there are many ways, but the main are the four here. Here the fours are given. The first is in the food and beverage industry. In the food and beverage industry. The second is medicinal uses. The third is in the agriculture department, and the fourth is cleaning the environment. So microorganisms are, I told you, these are the useful as well as these are the bad. Means they are the friend, means they are useful, and they are the foe, मतलब इससे प्रॉब्लम भी होती है हमें. ठीक है. So we'll see about the how it is helpful in the food and beverage industry. Okay. Some bacteria help us in preparing food like curd, vinegar, cheese, etc. Okay, some bacteria they help us in the food like making the food or preparing the food, curd, vinegar, cheese, etc. So how it will help us to make the curd and cheese, we'll learn here. Okay. Okay, see, if you observe a drop of curd under a microscope, you will see that there are number of microorganisms in a single drop of curd, right? So if your school will be open, I will show you, right? I will take the curd and I will show you under the microscope. So microscope में अगर हम थोड़ा सा कर्ड रख के ना उसे अगर स्लाइड के ऊपर हम स्लाइड के ऊपर उसे ड्राई करके, there are some process, will do the process, and when we'll observe it under the microscope, we'll say there are thousands of microorganisms are present under the microscope, right? Curd contains a bacterium called lactobacillus. Okay, the name of the bacteria is called the lactobacillus, which is a good bacteria and which promote the formation of curd. It multiplies in milk and convert it into the curd, right? So you know, हम एक बड़े से बर्तन में बहुत सारा दूध रख के हम बस 2 चम्मच कर्ड डाल देते हैं रात को, and in the morning what we observe that our whole the दूध converted into curd, right? So how? Because I have already told you that, you know, microorganisms, they just multiply very rapidly, very fast, especially in a humid temperature. जब temperature humid होता है ना, means बहुत अभी जैसे weather होते हैं ना, right? These are the humid temperature, या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा hot हो, तो क्या होता है नहीं, बहुत ही जल्दी मल्टीप्लाई होता है, राइट? बहुत ही रैपिड ये वर्क करता है, बहुत ही फास्ट ये वर्क करता है. सो इफ़ यू ऐड अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ 2 स्पून ऑफ कर्ड इन अ बिग बाउल, और एक बहुत ही बड़े पतीले में अगर 2 लीटर मिल्क में आपने 2 स्पून कर्ड डाला तो होल द मिल्क विल कन्वर्ट इनटू कर्ड. व्हाई? बिकॉज the 2 spoon curd, they have lactobacillus subtilis, that is, they have lactobacillus bacteria which just multiply, divide and makes all the milk into curd. Okay, converted into curd. So bacteria are also used in making cheese, pickles and other food items. Industrially also, yogurt is prepared by adding lactobacillus bacteria into the milk. Okay, yogurt, a kind of sometimes we call it dahi, हम बोलते हैं लेकिन थोड़ा डिफरेंट होता है, is also prepared by the lactobacillus which is added to the milk. Okay, now you know lactobacillus bacteria inhibit the growth of disease causing bacteria inside our body and promote digestion. You know, when we eat lactobacillus in our body na, it promotes our digestion, and they also helps to synthesize the vitamin B in our body, means to prevent from the disease. Beriberi is caused by the lack of vitamin B. We can get the if we eat curd, we can prevent this disease from our body, right? So lactobacillus bacteria is also increase our digestion. इसलिए गर्मी के दिनों में, you know, हमारे घर में बोलते हैं ना दही चावल खाओ, and we take दही चावल, we take a bowl of दही ऐसे ही, and you know most of us love दही because दही contains lactobacillus subtilis, lactobacillus bacteria which increase our digestion, right? जो हमारे डाइजेशन को प्रमोट करता है. ओके, नाउ सी हाउ बैक्टीरिया help in making bread. Okay, how in making bread it help us. See, we use we use yeast as an important ingredient in the preparation of bread, right? So when we go for the bacteria and microorganisms, many microorganisms help in the making bread, right? So when we go to the market, we buy bread and we buy idli, ढोकला and all, and they are so fluffy, वो बहुत fluffy होते हैं और हमें खाने में भी बहुत मज़ा आता है, right? But how it prepare, right? So for that what we need to do, take half kilogram of wheat flour, मतलब आटा होता है ना, आपको हाफ किलोग्राम लेना है, and add some sugar to it, mix it with a warm water, and now add teaspoon of yeast to it. You can buy it from the shop, आपको मार्केट में आराम से ईस्ट मिल जाएगा, ठीक है? उसको ऐसे नहीं देना है, ईस्ट को ना गर्म पानी में आपको पहले वार्म वाटर में मिक्स करके देन आपको उसमें देना है, ठीक है? Knead the mixture to make the soft dough. अब उसे हम अच्छे से मिक्सर को जो फ्लावर है एंड शुगर और ईस्ट विथ अ वार्म वाटर विल जस्ट डो इट, हम इसे अच्छे से उसका डो बनाएंगे एंड कवर द डो एंड कीप इट इन अ वार्म प्लेस फॉर 4 to 5 hours. एंड व्हाट डू यू ऑब्जर्व आफ्टर 4 to 5 hours, वो जो डो है ना वो बिल्कुल फूल जाता है ना, वो बिल्कुल फ्लफ़ी हो जाता है. सो विल फाइंड दैट द डो राइजेस इन साइज, है ना, जो डो है वो बिल्कुल बढ़ जाता है साइज में, एंड दिस इज ड्यू टू द ग्रोथ ऑफ ईस्ट इन द डो, राइट? सो व्हाट हैज़ ग्रोन देयर द ग्रोथ ऑफ द ईस्ट. ओके, ईस्ट सेल रिप्रोड्यूस रैपिडली and produce carbon dioxide during respiration. So yeast cell that reproduces rapidly and produces carbon dioxide during respiration. Okay, and this process is known as the fermentation. So fermentation is a process where yeast is is a process where, and you know, by the process of fermentation we can make the alcohol as well, right, where sugar is used. Okay, so this is called the fermentation. Means during the process when we add yeast into any dough, और हम अगर yeast को मिला देते हैं, so जिस भी चीज़ में हम उसे मिलाते हैं ना, that materials rises in the size. Okay, that is called the process of fermentation. Okay, so when the dough is baked, more bubbles of gas are produced due to the heat, and the gas escapes, the bread rises and becomes soft and fluffy, right? So we love to eat bread. Now how it is helpful in making idli and dhokla. How it is helpful in making idli and dhokla. To prepare idli, the mixture of dal and rice is in proper ratio is grinded in the fine paste. So when your mother is make idli, what she used to does, वो rice और दाल को एक दिन पहले उससे soak करके रखती है, then उसे proper ratio में लेके paste बनाते हैं, and this paste is allowed to stand for few hours, and due to the natural fermentation the mixture rises and becomes sour. For preparation of dhokla, yeast is to be added and to the dhokla mixture, right? So what we do for the idli, we just keep it, उसे मिक्सचर बना के for few hours, and what we will observe in the morning, if we will just make the paste और हम उसको धूप में रख दें या फिर warm place में रख दें, और evening में what we see that the mixture is rises up, है ना, वो ज़्यादा हो जाता है, and then we make the idli जो काफ़ी fluffy होता है, right? That is because of the natural fermentation. Like that only dhokla also. So in dhokla you need to add yeast, or if yeast is not there, you can add what? Eno as well, right? So this will also help you for the fluffy or spongy dhokla. Okay, now see how this is helpful in making alcoholic drink. Okay, so microorganisms are used for large scale production of alcohol, wine and vinegar, and microorganisms, it's a very useful, or very it's used in a very large amount for the production of alcohol, wine and vinegar. Okay, so for that you need to do an activity. And what is the activity? Take a half liter beaker filled with 3/4 with water and dissolve with 2-3 tablespoons of sugar in it and mix well. So you need to take a beaker and fill it with a 3/4 of water. Okay, उसमें water डाल देना and dissolve 2 to 3 table sugar in it and mix it. Add a half of yeast into it and cover the beaker and keep it for in a warm places for 4 to 5 hours. And now smell the solution and it will smell like alcohol. Okay, वो alcohol की तरह smell करेगा. Okay, so due to fermentation, sugar has been converted into alcohol by the action of yeast. Okay, so how? Due to the fermentation, sugar has been converted into alcohol by the action of yeast. Okay, now this is the way, by this way it is helpful in making alcoholic drinks. Okay, and there is a question, do you know Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation is 1857. Okay, Louis Pasteur was a scientist who discovered fermentation in 1857. Okay, now microorganisms are also used for some for in food industry. Okay, some other uses of microorganisms in food industry. How? So some kinds of algae are used in thickened foods like ice cream and jellies. In China and Japan, some seaweeds are used as food. Okay, so algae they use algae for making ice cream and jellies. Okay, आइस क्रीम और जेली को थिक बनाने के लिए some industry use the algae. Okay, now in medicinal uses, how the microorganisms are useful in medicines department. So sometimes when you fall ill, जब हम बीमार हो जाते हैं, the doctor gives you the medicine. The source of these medicines are bacteria and fungi. From where these medicines come? From the bacteria and fungi, right? And these kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms. So microorganisms की ग्रो को हमें रोकना होता है, राइट, टू स्टॉप द ग्रोथ ऑफ द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स दिस डिजीज मेड. एंड द मेडिसिन्स विच किल द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स इन द बॉडी कॉल द एंटीबायोटिक्स. राइट, नाउ द रेनी सीजन इज गोइंग ऑन. मोस्ट ऑफ us are suffering from the disease called the viral fever, cold and cough and all, right? So which can help us? Only antibiotics can help us. Okay, so streptomycin, tetracycline and Erythromycin are some of the antibiotics. So the name of the some antibiotics are streptomycin, tetracycline and Erythromycin. Okay, are made using fungi and bacteria. Antibiotics are even mixed with in the food of poultry to inhibit माइक्रोबियल इन्फेक्शन इन एनिमल्स. जो पोल्ट्री में जो एनिमल्स होते हैं उनमें भी इन्फेक्शन हो जाता है. माइक्रोबियल इन्फेक्शन मीन्स माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म से उनको इन्फेक्शन होता है. टू प्रिवेंट फॉर दैट द मिक्स द एंटीबायोटिक्स विद देयर फूड. ओके, दे आर ऑल्सो यूज टू कंट्रोल मेनी प्लांट्स डिजीज ऑल्सो. सो वी एड this microorganisms or these antibiotics with some soil and all for what? To protect our plant from this disease. Okay, because our plant is also get affected with this disease. Okay, in the higher classes you will learn about this, how plant get the diseases. Plants को बीमारी होती है and because of the microorganisms only. Okay, now see vaccination. So there is a true and false. You need to do true and false. So fungi are plant like organisms that contain chlorophyll. You need to do it. Okay, it's very easy. You can do it. True and false आप कर सकते हो आराम से. It's very easy. Okay, now we will learn about the vaccination. Whenever a disease causing microbes attack your body, so what is vaccination? Now coronavirus COVID-19 vaccines are हर कोई ले रहा है, हर कोई दौड़ रहा है vaccines के लिए. आपके घर में भी आपके पेरेंट्स ने लिया होगा. So what are vaccination? And आप भी लेते हो. You are mostly you all are of 13, 14 or 15 years old. So आपने 10 years के एक इंजेक्शन लिया होगा. आपने 5 years में बहुत सारे इंजेक्शन लिया होगा. Now you will get your next injection when you will be of 16 years or when you will be of 18 years, right? These are what? These are the vaccination. Okay, so whenever a disease causing microbes attack your body, the body itself produces antibodies to fight with them. So our body has the antibodies. It fights with the disease when we get some disease because of the microorganisms, microbes, है ना. So The body remembers how to fight with microbes, and if dead or weakened microbes are injected in a healthy body, the body fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies, right? So when we inject a weakened or a dead microbes in our body, so our body fight with that microbes to produce by producing antibodies, and this protects it from the disease causing microbes. Okay, microbes से जो बीमारी होने वाली थी ना, उससे हमें ये बचाता है. एंड वैक्सीन इज ऑल्सो वर्क इन द सेम वे, राइट. वैक्सीन जो है ना ऐसे ही वर्क करता है. So these days vaccines are made on a large scale from microorganisms to protect humans and animals from several diseases. You know, we are getting so many vaccines nowadays: tetanus vaccine, typhoid vaccines, cholera vaccines, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and now coronavirus vaccine is also mandatory for everyone, right? We are getting vaccines for everything in every step of our life. हम जब भी हमें जब कहीं कट लग जाता है, we go to the doctor and doctor gave us the tetanus injection, that is vaccine. Okay, so vaccines are available for several diseases like cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox and hepatitis. Okay, tuberculosis means TB. Okay, now see, did you know Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine for smallpox in 1798? And you know how it discovered it? Edward Jenner, it discovered when he noticed a milkmaid. Okay, milkmaid जो होते हैं ना, उन्हें कभी भी ना स्मॉल पॉक्स नहीं होता. You know how? Because they already get infected with the cow pox, because they are always surrounded with the cattle and cow, तो उन्हें cow pox होता है. So he came to know that if a person has the cow pox will not be suffer from the small pox. तो उसने क्या किया, एक हेल्दी बॉय के ऊपर ना cow pox milkmaid के बॉडी से he has taken some blood from the or sword from the milkmaid body and injected that germs into the body of a healthy boy. Okay, and after 2 to 3 week or I guess month, he injected the smallpox germs in the same boy's body, right? वही लड़के के body में smallpox को भी inject किया, and then he noticed that the person has not affected with the स्मॉल पॉक्स, उसके अंदर स्मॉल पॉक्स के कोई भी साइन नहीं आए, राइट. सो देन ही इन्वेंटेड द वैक्सीन ऑफ smallpox with the cowpox. Okay, with the germs of the cowpox, means with the cowpox. So by this way he discovered vaccine in 1798. So how the microorganisms are helpful in agriculture department, we'll learn about this as well. Some bacteria and blue-green algae can fix atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into nitrates, which acts as a natural fertilizer for plants. You know, some bacteria, for example, which bacteria? Rhizobium, right? Which bacteria? Rhizobium bacteria, which fix the atmospheric nitrogen and convert into nitrates. Okay, and which acts as a fertilizer, natural fertilizer for the plants, and which is helpful for convert the nitrogen into the, because we human and plant, we can't take the nitrogen directly, so we need to convert it and then we take it. So plant convert into nitrates, then take it, and we human from the plant we take it in the form of protein, right? So these microbes are generally called biological nitrogen fixation. Okay, and how it is helpful in cleaning the environment? So there is an activity you need to take. There is an activity that take 2 pots and fill half with the soil and mark them A and B. आपको 2 pot लेना है, A and B. Okay, put the plant waste in a pot A and polythene, glass bottles and plastic toys in pot B, right? And observe after 3-4 days what you will observe. In pot A आपने क्या दिया, plant waste डाला, and घर के जितने भी आपके छिलके विलके होते हैं ना सब्जी के, वो सारे आप डाल दो, फ्लावर भी जो होते हैं वो डाल दो. You will observe that they all are just decomposed, वो डिकम्पोज हो गए, गल गए, बट in the second we have poured some glass, plastic and all, they have not decomposed, right? So you will found that the plant waste in pot A has been decomposed and it is converted into manure by the action of microorganisms, right? And in the pot B there is such changes. This is because of, so there is no changes because there is there is no because microbes cannot act on these substances. Okay, so when microorganisms decompose organic matter, they break down the animal and plant waste into simpler substances, okay, and which are restored to the soil, and thus the nutrients again return to the soil. Okay, so you know, if the plant is die or plant cut gaya, or animal, you know, the dead animal or the waste of the animals, or the waste of the plant, we throw it in the, or we keep it in a field area जहाँ पे grow नहीं हो रहा, right? We have learned in the crop production chapter as well. So the bacteria, they just decompose those dead and decaying plant and animal, and the nutrients from that plant and animal return to the soil, and the soil gets nutrients again. Okay, some bacteria decompose sewage and waste in the water. Okay, and in this way nature keeps the environment free from the pollution. Okay, so in this part we have learnt about the microorganisms, the types of microorganisms, and how they are useful for us. Okay, in our next part we will learn about the harmful of microorganisms. Okay, we have learnt about the goodness. Now we will learn in the next part, we will learn about the harmful, and we will learn about the nitrogen cycle as well. Okay, so for today this much only. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.